Alright, hello everybody, I'm mrlink2k. I'm gonna be running Undertale neutral ending. So quickly I'm going to delete my files and yeah, let's just get going here. I promised I was gonna name the human Duncan, so we gotta fulfill the promise, and we're gonna be starting in 3, 2, 1, go. So the first few parts of its run is basically just mashing some menuing for encounters and some RNG as well. So first section here is runes. Basically what we're gonna be hoping for is just good mashing, good menuing, and hope we don't get very many encounters here, at least for this first part of runes. There are some scripted encounters, but some are RNG, so at a top level you'll see a lot of runners reset here a lot of the times. Anyway, we're just gonna mash away some text here before we get into a puzzle in this next room. By the way, if we see this, we'll do like this weird glitchy walk on the walls a lot in this run. That's just some weird glitch that'll happen if you hold up and down on the wall. This is a scripted encounter. We're just gonna flee from it, and we're gonna mash away this text. In a little bit, we're gonna be entering into a hallway where there's really nothing to do other than hold right, so yeah. And then after this is where the RNG starts. There's a lot of places you could get encounters, but there's also a lot of execution here, so not anywhere near as much execution as you'll see later in the run though. Like, the later parts of the run, like 20 minutes in, this run gets crazy, so. Okay, this room here, we'll start the RNG. Let's hope we don't get an encounter here. Unfortunately we do. It's a frogget, so we're gonna have to flee. So we got bad RNG in that room, and then we got even worse RNG for not getting a Whimsin, because for Whimsins you could either spare or kill it. Kill it is faster for later on in the run. Hopefully this is Whimsin. This is a scripted encounter. Unfortunately it's a frogget. That's okay though. Here we just got a puzzle. Just try to cut as many corners as possible there. I get a scripted encounter here. And that was a mold. Hope for no encounters. There's actually a very good second half of runes here. We haven't gotten any encounters so far. You have a really high chance of getting an encounter here, though. Yeah, it's like over 50%. Overall, not bad, though. All things considered. It's a pretty good runes. Anyway, now, coming up. We're just gonna mash some text here. Coming up soon is the Toriel fight. Which, guess what? More RNG. So Toriel has a chance to give hand attacks. Each hand attack, if you run into it, you could skip the turn, so... We're gonna hope for as many hands as possible here. The way I set it up, the max you could get is 8, but technically the max you could get is 9. Let's see how many we get, though. Okay, so this is a good attack because we could clip into that a little bit and get hit there. That's a hand. This is a non-hand attack. Currently I have 2 non-hand attacks. 3. That's another hand. It's 3 hands. That's 4 hands. 5. Okay. This is 4 non-hand attacks. Gotta get hit there. And you'll see why in a second. Okay, that's really good. This is a 7 cancel. Why we got hit there is because, we could run, once we're at 3 HP, we could just run into any attack that'll cancel it. So that's why we got hit there. So that's a 7 cancel. We got 6 hand attacks, and then we just canceled out the other one. I believe that's a 2 encounter 7 hand. That's really good, actually. Like, normally anything sub 7 is fairly decent, so... This is gonna be like a 648, that's actually really good. Anyway, that was most of the RNG. There's still a good amount in, Snowden. Not as much as there was here, though. Anyway, we're just gonna mash this text. So this is where killing Whimsun would save time. This Flowey animation is really long because we didn't, you know, kill anything. If we would kill a Whimsun, that would make the cutscene there a lot shorter. By about like 3 seconds. Whimsun kill doesn't save much though overall. I think it saves like 0.8. So, it's no big deal. Anyway, we're going into Snowden now. Gonna get up on this pixel here. Wait a second, guys. Is that somebody following us? I think somebody might be following us. Oh no. Who is this guy? I'm scared. Oh. Guys, it's Sans. Can you believe that? Anyway, just some tech smashing here. We're gonna save here to get our health back from the Toriel fight. And then we're gonna get a tough glove from the box, which we'll put to use for later. After this cutscene, we're gonna equip that tough glove. We use that for literally 1 fight. So now we're gonna equip the tough glove. There's a chance you could get extra text there. It's like a 1 in 10 chance. So with all the dogs here in Snowden, we could just use the stick on them. They'll become spareable instantly. Oops. Okay, that was fine. Almost fought them there, but recognized it, so we're okay. Anyway, Papyrus is really trying to capture us, and the way Papyrus is doing that is by giving us really hard puzzles here. Man, that was hard. And another one's gonna be coming up really soon as well. This one might even be harder. Man, that was tough. Anyway, there's a switch here that will just get us done with the puzzle. Gonna interact with that, get an encounter here, and then flee that. And now we got another fight with dogs. This has a chance to give you 2 attacks. One is better than the other. Not by much though, only about a second. But again, we're gonna use a stick. And unfortunately, we got the slow attack, but that's okay. Gonna spare it there. And now we got some, I wouldn't say actual puzzles, but they're closer to puzzles than the other ones. This one is an actual puzzle, but we just skip it by pressing a switch into that tree there. Okay, so this puzzle is actually I need to actually concentrate on this one. No joke. Okay. So, if we say no to not understanding that, we skip a cutscene. Saves about 20 seconds. Coming up, we have like our first glitch in the run. It's called the Ice Puzzle Skip. We need to get on the exact pixel here. And then hit down and right on the same frame. Okay, nice. First try. That's pretty good. Now coming up, we have a greater dogfight. Again, has a chance to give you 2 attacks. One is better than the other. This time it's about 3 seconds, so it's a bit more important. Not really important for a marathon, but in runs it could be annoying. Oh, we got the good attack. Yay. That's good. It's called dog skip. You just run into the dog and it'll skip the attack there. Anyway, we're about to be done with this Snowden here. Well, not the entire Snowden, but like this first section. The next section is just a Papyrus fight. To be fair, the Papyrus fight is really difficult. You'll see in a second. I'll most likely at least mess it up like at least 3 times. Hopefully not, though. Anyway, we could try getting text storage on this sign here when we go into the igloo. Save like 5 frames. By doing a wrong warp into the other room with the text that you stored. You could save it a little bit. Not really important at all, though. It saves 5 frames. Alright, time for Papyrus. This fight's really hard. So, we want to use the stick on him. Ah, we're trying... Oh, man, this... Ah. Oh, no. This is not good. We're at 4 HP. Oh, no, guys. We lost. That's okay. We'll get it. We'll get it this time. I was expecting that. I was expecting that. We could get it this time. This time we could spare him. We keep getting hit. Oh yeah. This is we are number 1. Hope you guys enjoy it. Oh, we lost again. So after this Papyrus fight, once we could finally make it past like this really hard boss, the really interesting stuff of the run will happen. So it's gonna be fun. However, it's also really scary. There's many places, like basically everything you have a chance to soft lock to. Most of the time you definitely won't if you know how to do it. But the possibility is always there that you could soft lock. Ah, we lost again. Okay, I'll get it this time. This is good. We're gonna get it this time. Come on, chat. Believe in me. Can I get some bless RNGs here? Oh, we did it! We beat Papyrus! So yeah, that's actually significantly faster to just die over and over to Papyrus. Coming up is a pretty new trick. It's only been around for about a month here. It's called Seagrass Skip, or SGS. Was found early May this year by Ocean Bagel. Basically, after this cutscene, you have 4 frames to open your menu and use the cell phone. Okay, yeah, so that's Seagrass Skip. It saves about 30 seconds. It skips over that cutscene and another one after that. But our menu will still be the cell phone, so we gotta fix it there. So we go back to item once we get the punch card in a little bit. Anyway, we're gonna be hearing this for a little bit while we do these puzzles here. That was so clean. Oh yeah, all the encounters from now on are gonna be scripted, so it's not bad RNG. And finally, that music is gone. Now it's time for Spears 1, just some dodging of some spears, and we'll be on our way. This is a very good run, but I actually want to finish it, so I am going to take safety saves. Normally in PB attempts, we just, you know, just don't save except like 1 or 2 places. But I'm going to be saving a lot here. I don't want to soft lock, but just in case it does happen, I don't want to go all the way back to Snowden. So... Anyway, yeah, we're gonna take it safety save. Coming up, we have the most broken item in the game, the punch card. This is where the run really gets interesting. So we bought an ice cream so we could take the punch card from that box. We're gonna go to this box, put everything in it other than the punch card, and then get text storage on that by hitting Z and then enter the frame later. By doing that, we did a wrong warp into the next room. Here, we're just gonna spare this because it's a mold small. Now we have onion sand skip. Fortunately I missed. That's okay. It only loses about 10 seconds. Keep in mind everything that has to do with the punch card is frame perfect. Or pixel perfect. For example, for this wrong warp here, you have to be on the exact pixel. That was so close to soft locking. So if you don't close your punch card in time, you'll soft lock. I close it on like the last frame. That is way too scary. That's frame perfect. You have to be on the exact pixel for that. That's only worth to go for frame perfectly, really. It only saves about a second, so most runners just opt to go for it frame perfectly. If they miss it, they miss it, you know. This trick isn't frame perfect, actually, but I missed it still. Wow. Okay. In this room, if we hold up and down, we just get insane speed. For some reason. Who knows why. Great coding by Toby Fox. Anyway, we're gonna do an overflow on this guy here. So he can skip his cutscene. Now we have Spears 2 skip. There's a pretty good visual cue for this one, unlike Onion Sand. That was good. I took 3 buffers. So a buffer is when you hit right and control on the same frame to move forward a pixel. Here we're gonna try to manipulate these spears so we so they don't get in our way. Because if they get in our way, that obviously loses time, you know? Okay. So that's Spears 2. And now we're going to be heading into the Mad Dummy fight. In this Mad Dummy fight, the optimal first phase is 5 turns or cycles. And we just need to hit him with as much things as possible, basically. And yeah, it's pretty difficult, at least for me. It's not really that hard of a trick, but it's hard for me. Like, I'm very inconsistent at it. Hopefully I could get it here. That's a swag strat. That's pixel perfect. Frisk is walking on the water. Gonna do a wrong warp into here. Gonna save just for good measures. Probably don't need it there, but just in case something terribly bad happens on Mad Dummy, we gotta do it. Mad Dummy is one of the only bosses that doesn't have a skip here, actually. Unfortunately, there's an invisible wall, so we can't skip it. Here we're gonna block one so we don't get a certain attack earlier than usual, which would totally mess with the fight. Here we gotta do something like that. Third turn is probably the hardest turn for me. That wasn't terrible. That last bunch of them was pretty bad though. I think I should be fine. I think I should get this. Yep. Nice. I actually didn't get that in PB, so... Anyway, there's a last attack here. Who's ready for a funny sound? That was funny, wasn't it? Anyway, that's a mad dummy fight. Wait, actually, no. We got one more attack. Luckily, he's out of knives. Anyway, after this, we normally do like a weird wrong warp and then open the punch card quickly as soon as we get into the other room. I'm not gonna do that here because there's a save that I want to take. In case I soft lock. Unfortunately, this is a very far away save from where we will most likely soft lock if we do. It's just some memorization. Not too hard. Wrong warp into there. Gonna get a Temmie here. If you spare that, you're most likely gonna die. At least if you have the normal HP you'd normally have. Anyway, this trick coming up is Flower Flow. It's very cool. Saves about 5 seconds, but it's very cool. Nice, we got it. Bring our menu back. And as soon as the screen scrolls, we could go. Info the punch card. This will give us text storage on it. The wrong warp there. Almost soft lock there again. Got that, nice. Coming up is 1 dime. Hopefully we get it. Yeah, we got it. Good stuff. So, you have to do 2 PCEs there, which are basically just, you know, getting on the pixel. And then we have to open our punch card again after that. It's very hard to explain, but that's a pretty new setup that makes Undyne a lot easier. It used to be way harder than that. Gonna take some damage on purpose here. You know, hopefully I don't soft lock, because if I do, I'm going far back. Actually, no, I'm gonna play it safe. So this is a 30-10 Interlab. That's really good. Anyway, this is lab skip. We could just overflow and we get this, so we could wrong warp out. This is the only monster we kill. Other than Asgore and Flowey though, but those don't really count. Matter of fact, you could even kill them in Pacifist, it won't matter. Gonna get out of bounds here. So we could get the pan, which we'll use later on Asgore. Normally, we do some weird trick here called Beowulf Skip. Can't do that here, though, because you need to be at low health. That's why I purposely took damage on Undyne, but I decided not to do it, just so I could save, just in case I soft lock. I just skip some puzzles. So this is jetpack skip. Anyway, by skipping that, we lost our menu. So we're gonna have to go back to where we fought Undyne. Because luckily, there's a room there that gives you your menu back. How convenient. How convenient is that? So now that we have our menu back, just do 3 wrong warps back to the elevator. I almost soft locked there. There we go. That took a bit to set up. We're gonna go on the bottom here to actually skip some text. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Not gonna wrong warp here, actually. Gonna save here because, I am known for missing this. Oh, but I get it here. Cool. Nice. You'll like to see it. Here we gotta do a different setup than normal, because we're not low on HP. That wasn't bad. That's just a blind PCE, so not that bad. No. Anyway, that gets rid of our menu once again. I'm gonna save here again. This trait coming up is very difficult. It's called north-south. That was so good. This is one of the places we actually do save, because we could overflow it and then wrong warp into this room. We could skip Muffet here and do some speed boost. Speed boost. Speed boost. Now we got musical skip. Nice. There's a really good visual cue for that. So there's like an L on the wall, and then it's just where Frisk's head is on top of that. It's pretty incredible. So we did lose our menu, but first we gotta go up here so we could actually go back to this floor when we have to. That cutscene is what triggers us being able to go back to this floor. So we have to go there first before we go back to get our menu. Coming up in a little bit, we have Core. Core's insanely fast-paced. It's my favorite part of the run. Everything about Core is so good. Just like, there's so many wrong warps everywhere. It's incredible. You gotta see it. Wow, not even safety saving. What a rebel. You could do a wrong warp there. I'm opting not to do it. It doesn't save much. We go for this frame perfect text box skip. Missed it. That's alright. I'm gonna opt not to do this wrong warp here. Don't worry. Don't worry, you guys are still gonna see some crazy stuff here in a second. Gonna wrong warp here. Get this save because coming up is crazy. First, we gotta go solve this puzzle. If we timed this properly, we could wrong warp. Hope you guys like wrong warps. And that's Snowy Core. You go all the way back with the wrong warps. It's incredible. We're just gonna skip that there. Open the punch card to change the properties of this text box. That'll allow us to skip that. Should have saved there just in case. It's alright though. As long as I don't soft lock on any of these stupid wrong warps. There's 2 before the next save, so I should be fine, but who knows at this point. Okay, I'm not gonna do that because I just went in. I'm gonna go for something I usually don't go for. It's called Megaler Skip. Well, I don't do this version of it. It's slightly faster than just overflowing and skipping an encounter. Instead, we do this weird, it's called a PCE slide. Don't really know how to explain it that well, but we got it. So by going back into that room after activating the encounter, you can just skip it. pretty cool. Anyway, we got like one more wrong warp, and then the rest of this is chill. The rest of this new home, at least. But after new home is nothing but chill. Okay, we got the last wrong warp in new home. So, after this, we gotta do a cutscene skip. Nothing that much. But then we gotta do 3 wrong warps, really fast paced, back to back. And then we go into Asgore. Asgore is the hardest part of the run. So the pan, the item we equipped earlier, you have a 1 frame window to hit. You have a 1 frame window to hit any of the things perfectly. There's 4 things on the pan. So if you get all of them perfectly, that's called a quad. It does double the damage than anything else would do. The perfect fight is 9 in a row. That's 36 frame perfect inputs. We call that a Tazgore. The world record has a 10 turn, which is only allowed to miss 2. But that's still insane. A good Asgore for me is probably like a 12 turn, which is 5 quads. Sometimes 6, depends on how good your other attacks are. But yeah, Asgore is tough, nonetheless. We'll just say that. Asgore is very difficult. So just imagine you're on PB pace, 40 minutes into the run, you're in new home, and then you have to do so many frame perfect inputs in a row to clutch out the PB. Luckily, after Asgore, the rest of the run is very chill. Flowey is basically just an auto-scroller. Guys, look at this. King Asgore will do 3 things. 3 whole things. Anyway, about done with this new home stuff here. Let's save there just in case. Frame perfect, beautiful. You love to see that. There we go. Now it's time for Asgore. I'm gonna need to concentrate on this, so I won't really be talking that much. I hopefully want to get a decent Asgore, so let's hope for the best here. That's annoying. That was very bad. Okay. There you go. That's more like it. Nice. I might still 11 turn if I get a quad here. I don't think so, though. Maybe. Yeah, okay, that's fine, though. Yeah, that's pretty good. You know, technically I could 56. 56, by the way, is insane. 56 is insane. The record is 54. The record is 54, 57, so 56 is nuts. I'm not saying this will be 56. There's really not a good shot about it being 56. But, oh yeah, how do you guys like this music mod? That's funny. Anyway, yeah, the Flowey fight, basically just a victory lap here. Yeah, music mods are allowed, so I take the advantage. I had to get rid of some of them, because I don't think you guys would want, sicko mode with waterfall. Alright, chat. I have a very important question to ask you. You don't need to make up your mind right now, but in about 3 minutes, I need an answer to this very important question. Left or right? Anyway, yeah, the Flowey fight's just dodging stuff. You know, Gaming Land, middle is a strat. I normally do middle if it's PB pace. If it's tied, I gotta go for right. Right is just the way to go. I'm a proud member of the right gang. By the way, in these soul phases here, we can't die. So we just damage boost. Alright, so after this phase, we have left-right gang. I gotta sneeze. Maybe not, actually. Alright, I guess we're going right, lads. Plus RNGs. Let's go, guys. Thank you. You guys are very helpful. Only 2 more soul phases here. Got this one and then yellow after this. After that, we just have to put the finishing blow to Flowey, and then that'll be the run. Only got about 5 minutes left here. A bit less, more like 4.5 minutes. Here we gotta count a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're gonna reload the game. That will skip a cutscene. Alright, if the mods allow it, can you guys spam OW in the chat? It's just something that we do when we're here. Let's see if we could get quick kill. I don't know about this. Oh, I did. Cool. That's great. Why might actually 56? I need good loads though. Unfortunately here at this end part, you won't really be able to see me touch the final door. But trust me, I will. because when we load the game, we don't really close out of it. If that makes sense. So, like, you'll only see, like, this one here. But, yeah, we're gonna have to reload the game, like, twice at this end part, so. We just get as close as we can to those pellets, so we instantly get healed by them. So after this here, when the screen turns to white, we are going to reload, and then we're going to reload one more time after we attack Flowey. So we reload now. And we reload now. Ah, I reloaded too early. That's okay. Oh well. 5704. That's a really good run. I gotta admit. So yeah, that's gonna be it for my run. Thanks for having me, guys. If you guys enjoyed this run here, make sure to join the Discord. There's a lot of helpful people there. Shout outs to the community. Yeah, community is great. The Undertale community is great. So many helpful people that helped me learn this game. And yeah, that's about all I have. Thanks for having me on once again, and I'll see you guys later.